One of the biggest lessons that you need to realize, whether you are a new day trader or somebody that has a lot of experience as a day trader, is challenges occur. Problems exist. Struggles exist. And in many cases, struggles never go away. The challenges never go away. And I want to share one of my biggest challenges as a day trader with you. And really, it's summarized with 2 words. But yet these 2 words have gotten me in tons of trouble over the years, and they're going to get you in trouble too. And I want to just get this out there. So, I mean, if you want to listen, if you don't want to listen, that's clearly up to you. But I have a feeling for many of you that have already done some trading with real money, then you can probably relate. Maybe you've been here. And that's one of the questions I'll ask at the end to remind you to leave it down in the comment section below of, can you relate to what I'm actually talking about? That way, maybe brand new people that have never actually traded can realize that, yeah, what I'm talking about is a very real issue and it can happen. And it actually happens quite a bit, at least for me, like I said. So I'm just sharing one of my flaws. I'm sharing a struggle out there that I'm always working with. But here's the key, and here's kind of a little side learning lesson, is it's okay to have struggles. It's okay to have challenges. The core principle, though, is just admit that you have challenges. Admit that you have struggles. Because when you admit that, well, guess what? You can be aware of it. And when you're aware of it, hey, you can work on it. Maybe never be perfect with it, but at least you can be very, focused on, I recognize that. Okay, let me try to work that through. So for me, what the problem is, and I mean, this pertains to people that are brand new, but when you're brand new, you're not going to have even the first part of this, in place, but that'll come over time. But for me, so there I am. And as somebody that's experienced, I do have a strategy. Now, I'm not saying my strategy is the holy grail. I'm not saying my strategy is how you have to trade. I'm just saying that me personally, I developed a strategy that works for me and that I feel comfortable with. So this strategy has, a bunch of check boxes, right? And part of a strategy is, well, when you see something, you need to kind of go through it and say, well, does that meet the criteria of the strategy? And you got to be able to, check all those boxes. But the challenge for me, 2 words. So I see a stock, I apply the checklist, the strategy, and then once in a while, these 2 words creep up. It's close enough. Have you ever been there before where you have a foundational, you have a framework of a strategy, and you feel comfortable with that strategy, you know that it's a valid strategy, but for some reason, every now and then, you're going through something and you're looking at a trade, a setup, and you're like, it's close enough. Let's make the trade. That has gotten me in so much trouble. No, not close enough. It needs to meet the criteria. Close enough can get you in a whole lot of work. Not work. It can really work against you. It can really be a painful experience. And I'm talking from personal experience. Avoid these words. These are absolute cuss words, okay? In the world of trading, you need to have your mouth washed out with soap if you start to, like I said, it's okay if these words show up, but if you say them out loud, or in other words, and to tie that in with trading, make the trade and take action on that, I don't care if it's a winning trade. All that is doing is building a bad habit. The bad habit of what? Well, being okay with close enough. No, close enough is not good. This is not hand grenades and horseshoes. I think that's the saying. You need, if you're going to make a trade, if you're going to put your capital at risk, you need to make sure that it actually fits everything that it needs to fit. Because close enough, all that's going to do is cause headaches. And it's going to cause a very nice, potentially streak of winning trades or winning days to potentially go poof, or to wipe several away. In fact, I'll link a video to this down below. I did it a couple years ago where I think it was 2 trades and I lost like $5,000. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I'll put that link down below. And basically what I'm talking about on that video is this perfectly summarized. Were those situations, okay, yeah, oh, yeah. So, it meets that. It meets that. Yeah. And no, it doesn't even meet that. But you know what? Close enough. I'm on a streak. I've been winning. I'll make it work. So that's usually the thought process is You have some sort of confidence, which develops into overconfidence, and then the overconfidence bleeds into close enough, and then there's just the flat out cockiness, the ego bleeds into, close enough, I'll make it work. Have you ever been there before? Have you ever had that thought process go through your mind where you're like, close enough, I'll make it work? That is straight up overconfidence transforming into a monster known as ego and cockiness. And as much as I wish I could sit here and say, no, I never experience any emotions. I never get overconfident. I never no. Now, I would say that I'm very aware of it at this point in time, but that doesn't mean that I still don't struggle with it or it's not a challenge for me. So just be very aware out there and the big learning lesson here is, first off, especially if you're brand new and just getting started, you need a strategy first, because if you don't have a strategy, then what are you doing? You're just gambling with your money. And you're going to lose money anyways. But for more of the advanced traders and more of the traders that are, longer in their journey of trading, even when you have the strategy, and this is why trading is so difficult, there are still these pitfalls out there that you need to be aware of and work on. So if you have been struggling, if you have been, not necessarily seen as, being as consistent as you want in making money, I would encourage you to, maybe this is what's going on. Are you starting to compromise your strategy with close enough, I'll make it work, and statements like that? That could very well be a main cause and driver in the frustrations and inconsistency that you're having within your trading. So yes, again, close enough, cuss words, wash your mouth out. Don't act on them. It's okay to have them, but don't act on them, because that can create a world of hurt. So like I said at the beginning of the video, down in the comment section below, can you relate to any of this? Have you ever experienced some close enoughs, or has the voices even in your head ever said, close enough, I'll make it work? Have you been there before? I really hope I'm not alone. I don't think I'm alone though. I've seen it quite a bit over the years. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section below if you can relate. And then also just suggestions for future videos. Would love to get feedback down in the comment section, so let me know there. If you enjoyed the video and want me to keep on making videos like this, the easiest way to communicate that to me is just to hit that like button. Also check out the channel as a whole. Lots of other different videos. There's live trades, there's other bits of content like this, there's reviews, all sorts of stuff. So check that out, and hopefully you decide to ultimately subscribe and become a member of the channel. I'd love to have you. So thanks for watching. Avoid those cuss words, and I'll see you back for the next video. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.